6th Standard, Term 1, Unit 4, Ancient Cities of Tamilagam. Teacher: Wow, you look pretty in your new dress, Tamirini. Students: Ma'am, today is her birthday. Teacher: Wish you a happy birthday, Tamirini. Many more happy returns of the day. Tamirini: Thank you, ma'am. Teacher: Okay, children, shall we start today's class from Tamarini's birthday? Students: How come, ma'am? What is the connection between Tamarini's birthday and today's class? Teacher: There is. I shall come to that later. Let us stand up and wish her first. Students: Happy birthday, Tamar. Tamarini: Thank you all. Teacher: Tamar, is Chennai your hometown? Tamarini: No, ma'am. My hometown is Kadavur near Karur. Teacher: Good. Do you have the habit of visiting your hometown? Tamarini: Yes, ma'am. Every summer I visit my hometown. Teacher: Excellent. Can you tell me the difference between Kadavur and Chennai? Tamarini: Kadavur is a village, Chennai is a city. Teacher: Excellent. Teacher: Can you tell what were the earliest planned cities of ancient India? Students: Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, ma'am. Teacher: Yes. Very good, children. Today we are going to study about the ancient towns of Tamilagam. They are Poompuhar, Madurai, Kanchi. Shall we start? Students: Okay, ma'am. Teacher: See, we have started today's lesson with Tamarini's birthday. Students: Yes, ma'am. Teacher: Like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in ancient India, there were famous towns in ancient Tamilagam too. Madurai, Kanchi, and Poompuhar are prominent among them. Tamil literature, accounts of foreign travelers, and archaeological finds provide us information about the ancient town of Tamilagam. Poompuhar. Poompuhar is one of the oldest towns in ancient Tamilagam. This is the place where well-known characters of Silapathigaram, Kovalan and Kannagi lived. It was also a port town along the Bay of Bengal. The ports were established for facilitating maritime trade. Even in times past, countries began to export their surplus products and import the scarce commodities by sea. Poompuhar is one such historic port that emerged in the wake of increasing maritime trade. It is a coastal town near the present-day Mayiladurai and is located where the river Kaveri drains into the sea. Poompuhar Port. Poompuhar was also known by names such as Puhar and Kaveri Poompattinam. It served as the port of the early Chola kingdom. One of the popular Sangam literature, Pattinam Palai, and Tamil epics Silapathigaram and Manimekalai have reference to the brisk seaborne trade that took place in the port city Puhar. Silapathigaram in particular speaks about the greatness of Poompuhar. The lead female character of Silapathigaram is Kannagi. Her father is Manayagan. Sea traders are known by the name Manayagan. The male character Kovalan's father is Masatwan. Masatwan means a big trader. It is clear from the text that Poompuhar was a place where big traders and sea traders had settled down. Numerous merchants from foreign countries such as Greece and Rome landed at Poompuhar. Due to busy and continuous trade, many of them stayed on indefinitely in Poompuhar. There are evidence of foreigners' settlement in the town. People speaking many languages inhabited Poompuhar in its glorious days. As loading and unloading of ships took some months, the foreign traders began to interact with the local people during that period. This enabled the natives to learn foreign languages for communication. Similarly, the foreigners also learned Tamil to communicate with the natives. This contact facilitated not only exchange of goods but also languages and ideas, resulting in cultural blending. The traders of Poonpuhar were known for their honesty and integrity. They sold goods at a legitimate price. Pattinam Palai states that selling any commodity at a higher price was considered bad. The author of Pattinam Palai, Kadiyalur Uruthirangannanar, belonged to 2nd century BC. This is indicative of Puhar's antiquity. Horses were imported by sea. Peppers were procured through the land route. Gold that came from Vadamalai was polished and exported to the overseas countries. Sandal from Western Ghats, pearls from Southern Sea, corals from Eastern Sea, and food items from Elam were imported. Poompuhar had been built differently from other towns. Each social group had a separate settlement. Streets were broad and straight, dotted with well designed houses. There was also a dockyard. We can learn about the life of people of Puhar by reading Pattinampalai and Puhar Kandam of Silapadigaram. Puhar was a busy port up to 200 AD. It might have been either washed away by sea or destroyed by big shore waves. The remains of that destruction can still be seen in present Poompuhar town. Madurai. Madurai has been one of the oldest cities in India. Its antiquity can be understood from the sobriquet Sangam Valartha Nagaram it has earned. Pandyas and Cholas and later the Kalabras ruled Madurai in the ancient period. During medieval times, later Cholas and later Pandyas, followed by the Nayaks, ruled this historic town. This has resulted in cultural blending. Trade flourished, and evidence for this has been unearthed in archaeological excavation done in Kiradi near Madurai. Madurai is proudly associated with Tamil Sangam academies, which worked for the promotion of Tamil language. 49 poets were associated with last Sangam. A hill, fragrant wood, was brought from Port Tondi to Madurai. King Solomon of ancient Israel imported pearls from Uvari near the Pandyan port Korkai. A mint of Roman coins was present at Madurai. The coins of other countries were also minted at Madurai, which is a proof for the glory of Madurai. The fame of Madurai is attested by the accounts of Greek historian Megasthenes. Chanakya Chandragupta's minister make a mention of Madurai in his book Arthasastra. In the most around the town, tunnels had been constructed in such a way that even elephants could comfortably enter. Kanji, a place of learning, is called school. Several schools were established in great numbers for the first time in Kanjipuram. Jains studied in Jainapalli and Buddhists studied in Viharas. The greatness of Kanchi as an educational center can be understood from the fact that Chinese traveler Yonsang, who studied at Nalanda University, visited Kanchi, Kadigai to pursue his further studies. Poet Kalidasa says, Kanchi is the best of the towns. Tamil poet Saint Thirunavukarasar praises Kanchi as Kalviyil Karayillada Kanchi. Yonsang remarked that Kanchi can be counted as one among the 7 sacred places like Bodh Gaya and Sanchi. Kanchi is the oldest town in Tondai Nadu. Scholars like Dharma Balar, Jodi Balar, Sumadi, and Bodhi Dharmar were born in Kanchi. Kanchi is also known as the Temple's City. The famous temple of great architectural beauty, Kailasanatha temple, was built by later Pallava king Rajasimha at Kanchi. During the Pallava period, a large number of cave temples were built. The Buddhist monk Manimegalai spent the last part of her life at Kanchi, speaks highly of that town. Water management played an important role in the agrarian society of those times. Hundreds of lakes were created for storing waters around the town of Kanchi. These lakes were well connected with canals. During the later period, Kanchi came to be known as the district of lakes. Water management skills of the ancient Tamils can be understood from the construction of Kallanai in the Chola country and the lakes and canals in Kanchi. Apart from Pumpuhar, Madurai, and Kanchi, there were other towns too in ancient Tamilagam. Kurkai, Vanji, Tondi, Urayur, Musiri, Karuvur, Mamallapuram, Tanjai, Tagadur, and Kayal are some of them. By conducting archaeological research, more information can be gathered about these places. Thank you, students. With this, we shall complete this lesson now. Do you know Mesopotamian civilization is the earliest civilization in the world? It is 6500 years old. Tunga Nagaram. Madurai had Nal Angadi and Alangadi. Nal Angadi, day market. Alangadi, evening market. Madurai is known as Tunga Nagaram, the city that never sleeps. Madurai was a safe place where women purchased things from Alangadi without any fear. Pumpuhar was a port. Madurai was a trading town. Kanchi was an educational center. Tamil sayings represent the uniqueness of each ancient Tamil kingdom. Cholanadu, Sorudaithu, rice in abundance. Pandiyanadu, Muttudaithu, pearls in abundance. Cheranadu, Veramudayadu, elephants in abundance. Tondai Nadu, Sandror Udaithu, scholars in abundance. Cheranadu comprised Malayalam speaking region and Tamil districts of Coimbatore, Nilgiris, Karur, Kanyakumari, and some parts of present Kerala. Cholanadu, present day Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Nagai, Tiruchi, and Pudukkottai districts. Pandiyanadu, erstwhile composite Madurai, Ramanathapuram, Sivagangai, Thuthukudi, and Tirunelveli district. Tondai Nadu, present day Kanjipuram, Dharmapuri, Tiruvallur, Tiruvannamalai, Velur, and northern parts of Villupuram district. Glossary: Maritime trade, trade by sea. Foreigners, a person who comes from another country. Blending, the mixings. Integrity, the quality of being honest. Legitimate prices, reasonable prices. Antiquity, a long time ago. Sobriquet, nickname. Mint, a place where coins are made. Moat, a deep and wide trench filled with water surrounding a palace.